I think today Trump was still wearing a little bit of sort of magical dust from his regal meetings yesterday, but he was back in fighting form. He'd lost that dignified, formal look that he wore yesterday. He was joining in today and showing his claws.
And I don't want to hear that Mexico is run by the cartels.
You could tell immediately from his stature, the way that he was puffed up like an alpha, the chest splay as he got out of the car. He was back in political mode. But then we got this extremely odd moment about the handshake, or rather the lack of the handshake. A handshake is a greeting ritual, and in the UK we tend to do it as many times as we meet and greet one another. But it almost looked as though May was slightly disengaging and maybe not wanting that last look of sucking up to Trump.
People waving the American flag.
We saw a revisit of his favourite gesticulations, the OK sign, the flat of the hand, the pointed finger. We got a shimmer of the body. We got a bounce of anger like a boxer getting ready to fight. And we got a lower jaw as he was speaking. It was the lower lip that became stretched horizontally. So clearly genuine anger, barely suppressed anger. Theresa May looked perhaps less relaxed than I thought she was going to. We had a lot of neck tendons there, as though showing the effort of still repeating her messages about Brexit. Also, there was a point during his speech when she seemed to disengage altogether, stepping back and clasping her hands in front. And it was almost as though at that point, when we started to see the true Trump, it was as though she maybe didn't want to get quite as involved with that version of him.